12 years. 12 years carrying a pain no one could see. My strength faded day after day. My hope seemed to disappear. But I heard about him, about Jesus, and something in my heart began to beat again. Today, I feel that something great is about to happen. Touch his hand, touch his garment, and feel the miracle. Touch his hand, touch his garment, and he breaks the harm. If only you would touch his garment, if only you would embrace his covering, the whole heaven breathes with you. Jesus goes before you, alive at your side. Touch his hand, touch his garment, and the tears fade away. Touch his hand, touch his garment, and he lifts you high. Just one touch, just one touch of his power, just one touch, and everything is reborn again. Just one touch of his glory, just one touch, and everything is reborn again. Touch his garment, touch his glory, touch his name and your story changes. Touch his garment, touch his love. 12 years I walked with a sigh in my chest, with fragility hidden beneath a veil of silence. I lost strength, I lost tears, I lost friends, I lost time. But I never completely lost the voice of the soul that told me, keep going, this is not the end yet. And now I hear his name expanding in the wind, Jesus. Like an echo that crosses walls, hearts, and deserts. They say that where he walks, life begins again. They say his shadow breaks chains. They say his gaze lights up the heavens themselves. The crowd surrounds him like an overflowing river. But my spirit, tired and wounded, begins to rise as if an invisible hand were holding it. My heart beats strong, stronger than ever, as if it wanted to run ahead and touch him before my hands do. My steps are slow, but my faith is fast. My body trembles, but my soul burns. Every breath is a cry. Every heartbeat is a plea only he could hear. I feel his light. I feel his peace. I feel an unknown warmth running through my bones. I feel the distance between him and me becoming smaller than my desperation. And I say to myself again and again, like a mantra escaping from my soul, if only I could touch his garment, if only I could brush his glory, if only I could get close enough. The world around me becomes blurry. Only he remains clear in the midst of the chaos, as if his mere presence set the whole universe in order. The crowd pushes, but my faith opens a path. My hands tremble, but they advance. My eyes cry, but they see clearer than ever. Today I do not seek fame. I do not seek recognition. I do not seek words. I only seek a touch. A touch that changes my whole story. Every step I take is a silent cry. Jesus, do not look at me. Just let me touch you. I do not need more than a moment. I do not need more than the edge of his garment. I do not need more than a breath of his presence. And as the heavens seem to lean toward him, I too lean in. I draw near, more and more, until I feel my soul stretching to reach his glory. The crowd moves, he moves forward, and I dare to believe that today here, in this very place, my life is about to change forever. The crowd piles up before me like an impossible wall. Everybody, every shadow, every step feels like another barrier. I'm tired, exhausted, but something inside me insists on moving forward. I don't know how I'll do it. I don't know how I'll get there. I only know that I must reach him. Jesus is near, and I'm not giving up now. Bodies move like waves crashing against one another. Waves that push me, that stop me, that seem determined to erase me from the path. Voices mix with the dust on the ground, and for a moment I think my strength will not be enough. But then I take a deep breath, and in that breath I hear the echo of my own soul. Don't stop, not now, not when you're so close. The crowd roars with hurried footsteps, like an overflowing sea rushing toward the same point. Jesus, I try to make my way between shoulders, hands, confused stares. I feel my body falter, my breath break, my knees tremble with every attempt. But my faith becomes my legs. My faith becomes my hands. My faith becomes my path. It is the one pushing, insisting, reminding me that even a broken woman can move toward the miracle. The shouts of the people rise like mountains. There goes the master, let him through. He's coming this way. Is a lost whisper. I only hear my heart calling him, like a child searching for her father in the midst of the crowd. Every time someone pushes me, something stronger within me rises up. Every time I feel I'm about to fall, something deeper sustains me, as if invisible hands, perhaps hands from heaven, refuse to let me collapse into the dust. The ground vibrates beneath my feet. The footsteps echo like an ancient drum, marking the rhythm of a destiny that draws near without stopping. And I keep moving forward, even though everything tells me I can't, even though my body cries out for rest, even though my eyes blur from the dry tears of so many years. I feel the sun falling upon my face, blending with the heat of the crowd, but there is a different fire burning in my chest, the fire of a hope that refuses to die. I try to see over the shoulders, but I can barely make out the silhouette of the one I seek. It's like trying to see the dawn through a dense forest, yet somehow the light still breaks through the branches. My hands search for an opening, a tiny space between the people's garments, and when they find it, I slip through like water determined to flow through even the smallest crack. One more step, I tell myself, just one more step, and each step is a challenge to the pain, a victory over fear, a silent declaration of faith. The crowd feels infinite, but so is my determination. I did not come this far to watch hope pass me by. I did not come here to stay at a distance. I came to reach him, I came to touch him, I came to believe there is still a miracle for me. And though my strength crumbles like dust in my hands, my soul ignites with a light I have never felt before. Jesus is there, just a few steps away, just one decision away, just one touch away. The crowd may be large, very large, but today my faith is greater than the crowd itself. The crowd closes in like a wall of living stones, steps crossing, voices colliding, hands that do not see. But she moves forward slow, steady, carried by a breath that clings to the promise she heard since childhood. Her pain is a river that has searched for an exit for years. Her tears have written stories no one has ever read. But today there is a different glow on the horizon, a light that does not fade, a name calling her from within. Jesus is near, so near that her soul trembles.
And though her strength trembles like leaves in the wind, though her body barely responds to her desire, hope ignites like an ancient fire, a fire of glory that awakens the heavens. She breathes deeply, raises her eyes among the bodies that eclipse her, and says silently, "It doesn't matter how many there are, it doesn't matter how much it hurts. I will reach him."
Move forward, soul that no longer fears. The King walks ahead of you, breaking chains. Even if the world traps you, even if fear wounds you, his mantle is the path, his name is strength. Move forward, woman upheld by heaven. The impossible bends when faith moves. Every step is a battle, every step is a victory. Jesus is your bridge, Jesus is your story. She feels the dust rising from the feet of the crowd, dust that mixes with her exhaustion, with her wound. But even so, something in her spirit sings, something that cannot be extinguished by pain. Faith burns in her like a drum in her chest, a heartbeat marking the way toward the miracle. Faces move, cross around her, but she no longer looks at them. She sees only one point before her. The hem, the edge, the thread of the master's mantle. And when it seems she is going to fall, an invisible force lifts her. When she believes she can no longer continue, heaven whispers to her, "One more step."
She breathes, gathers what remains of her strength, and hope transforms into courage. She did not come to be seen. She came to reach life.
Move forward, even if the earth trembles. The Holy One of Israel walks upon your path. There is no wall, no shadow, no voice that can stop you. When heaven decides that this is your perfect hour, move forward, woman remembered by heaven. You are not failure, you are not pain, you are promise. And in the midst of chaos, of noise, of fear, your faith rises, and the miracle awaits you.
Among thousands of steps, his step. Among thousands of voices, his voice. Among thousands of hands, his mantle. Among thousands of lives, your miracle, your God. She stretches out her hand, first trembling, then crying, then believing, then living. For there is no crowd capable of extinguishing a determined heart, nor any barrier that can stop a faith burning from the depths.
Move forward, heaven has already opened your doors. Jesus walks with you, his glory surrounds you, his light follows you, his peace defends you. Move forward, woman upheld by grace. The crowd is great, but your faith is greater still. With every step, the miracle draws nearer. With every heartbeat, fear breaks apart. And when you touch his mantle, your entire story will be made new. She reaches out her hand, marked by years of suffering and sleepless nights. That hand that carried her pain, that held her shame, that so many times trembled before despair, now trembles for something different, pure hope. The crowd is an ocean striking her from every side, yet she moves forward like a fragile boat, guided by a divine light. The mantle moves softly, as if it knows it is being sought, as if glory itself responds to her attempt, as if hope were breathing just inches from her soul. She closes her eyes and feels time stop moving. She breathes, and the world disappears. She trembles, but her spirit burns like an ancient fire. Inside she feels a voice that is not heard with ears, but with the soul. Just touch and live. Faith becomes a bridge, an invisible thread linking her heart to the glory that walks ahead of her. Touch him now. Glory is one breath away from your faith. His mantle descends like light over your skin. Life awakens, heaven ignites. Jesus sees you even if you cannot see him. Touch him now, and the chains will fall without a sound, and the pain that consumed you for years will surrender before a single heartbeat, the heartbeat of the living God. Her hand moved forward slowly, as if each millimeter were a spiritual battle. The crowd pushes her, but her faith sustains her. She remembers her pain, but it no longer belongs to her. She remembers her empty nights, but they no longer rule her. She remembers her shame, but hope is burning it away. Jesus keeps walking, and though he seems surrounded by many, she feels that the Master is also walking toward her, as if both were meeting in a destiny written by heaven. Faith becomes impulse, the soul becomes courage, hope becomes movement. When she is about to fall, an invisible force lifts her. When she feels she cannot move forward, heaven whispers, one more step. And like a daughter who recognizes the Father's voice, she obeys, she extends her hand, and hope becomes action.
Touch him now.
Power descends like a burning river. Life flows from the living Holy One. His mantle is a door, his name is a bridge. Touch him now. Your story does not end in your wounds. Your destiny is not written by your sadness. Your future does not depend on your fall. Jesus writes life where there was
Heaven holds its breath. The angels watch in silence. The earth seems to stop its turning.
everything centers on a single point, the hand of a broken woman touching the glory of the eternal God. Time folds, the universe falls silent. Eternity leans in, because when faith touches glory, nothing can remain the same. right there, in that instant suspended between two worlds, her soul ignites like a sunrise impossible to stop.
Touch him now.
The miracle descends like gentle fire. Life rushes through your veins. Glory invades your depths. Love breaks everything that burned you. Touch him now, for Jesus responds to your courage. Light returns to your story. Hope takes shape within you.
Touch him now.
Because that eternal contact, that holy touch, that brush with heaven is your birth into a new life. The dust still floats in the air as life is reborn within her. Her fingers barely reach the hem of the mantle, but an invisible river descended from heaven, making its way through her weary body, healing ancient wounds, stopping the blood, extinguishing the pain that had consumed her for so many years. Her soul trembles, not with fear, but with recognition. She recognizes that sacred touch. She recognizes the light flooding her. She recognizes that God Himself has just answered her. And while she remains still, surprised by the peace flowing through her veins, Jesus stops. The Master, the Son of the living God, the one who holds galaxies with His word, stopped for her.
The crowd does not understand, the disciples do not understand, but heaven knows what happened. A silent faith has touched glory itself, and Jesus with a deep gaze searches among thousands of faces for just one, the face of the woman who dared to believe in secret. Power went out from Him, glory responded to a faith that dared to touch. Among thousands of hands, one alone brushed the heart of the King. Power went out from Him, life descended like light upon her skin. Death retreated, unable to return, and heaven marked a new dawn. Jesus looks around, but not with anger, nor confusion, nor haste, but with a tenderness so powerful that the very atmosphere seems to bow before Him. His voice resounds, "Who touched me?" And the question cuts through the air like a holy call. The disciples point to the crowd, say everyone is pushing Him, that it is impossible to distinguish a touch among so many. But Jesus knows how to distinguish between the touch of the crowd and the touch of faith.
A touch that believes moves heaven, a touch that waits, opens visible paths, a touch that longs for God, can stop God Himself made man. She knows it. She feels it. Her body is healed, but her heart beats with fear and adoration. She falls to her knees. Her hands tremble, but not from pain, but from reverence. And in her spirit she hears a sweet voice,
a voice that says to her, "Do not hide, this miracle is also yours to declare." For the one who receives a miracle was not created to live hidden, but to shine with the light that healed them.
Power went out from him, like eternal rivers breaking old chains, like gentle fire healing deep wounds, like the voice of heaven answering please. Power went out from him, and her story is no longer lament, no longer shame, no longer darkness.
It is living testimony of a God who sees, who hears, who responds. He stopped for her, not for her strength, not for her position, not for her power, but for her faith, a broken faith, yet true, a timid faith, yet steady, a silent faith, yet burning. Jesus fixes his gaze upon her, a gaze that pierces through years of suffering and transforms them into pure hope. That instant, that moment suspended in time, carries the echo of eternity.
Power went out from him, and that eternal force declares her a daughter, calls her beloved, lifts her into new life. Power went out from him, and all of heaven celebrates her faith, because a single touch opened heavenly gates, because a whisper of hope stopped the Messiah. And nothing will ever be the same, not her body, not her soul, not her story. For a touch, a simple touch, moved the glory, and forever wrote a before and after in her life.
When I touched him, something happened. It wasn't a wind, it wasn't a light. It was life entering my bones, and I understood that heaven had decided to open over me.
The crowd stops, the murmur falls like dust in the air, and Jesus turns his face, as if he had heard my soul breaking. Silence stretches, becomes eternal, and I feel my knees tremble, my body recognizing that I am no longer dying. Something beats differently, something breathes inside me, as if my blood, the same that for years was torment, now sang freedom. His gaze searches, pierces, illuminates, and I try to hide, but his light finds me. I, the forgotten one, the rejected one, the one no one wanted to touch. Now I am seen by the Son of the living God. Someone says, who touched him? People murmur, point, question, but he does not listen to human voices. He listens to faith, a cry no one else hears. His mantle still vibrates with the echo of the miracle, as if the very thread had been filled with glory. My heart pounds hard inside my chest, because I know I cannot escape his truth.
I did not come to cause noise, I did not come to be seen. I came to be healed, and still His love calls me to reveal myself, to speak out loud what I did trembling. The King of the universe wants to hear my story. And in that instant, the world disappears, the crowd fades, the voices cease to exist. Only He and I remain. My shame and His mercy, my broken past and His word that rebuilds. I feel heaven open above my head, and my soul finally breathe after so many years. And I dare, yes I dare, lift my gaze toward His. He looks at me and heaven opens. His voice calls me and my name lives again. His glory enters and my shadows follow. Jesus, your power holds me. When you speak, everything comes to life. When you touch, time stops. When you look, my soul understands that I am no longer the same, that I am no longer lost, that your love covers me like a river of light. He looks at me and my story changes. He names me and my spirit burns. He touches me and heaven sings, because one whisper from Him breaks chains I carried for years. Because one word from Him repairs what life destroyed. He looks at me and everything in me begins again. My hands tremble as I take a step forward. My lips barely open, but my chest overflows like a flood. I am before Him, the Holy One, the Master, the Messiah. And I feel my confession becoming incense, my tears turning into an offering. My voice finally finding a home. I tell Him the truth, all the truth, the years of pain, the nights without rest, the condemning stares of others, the strength I lost, and that small spark of hope that today became fire. And He listens to every word. He does not interrupt me, He does not judge me, He does not reject me. His face shines with a compassion that disarms my soul. And while I speak, He comes closer, as if He wanted to hold my story in His hands. The air becomes dense, sacred, vibrant, and my spirit knows I am seconds away from hearing something that will change my destiny. Heaven waits, the earth holds still, my heart bows, because the Son of God is about to speak. He looks at me and heaven opens. He speaks life and my soul is born anew. He extends His light and everything in me breathes. Oh Jesus, your glory invades me. You speak and my shame evaporates. You touch and my wounds close. You reign and my heart ignites. He looks at me and I know I will never return to darkness. He looks at me and I know my spirit will no longer be a slave to pain. He looks at me and all of heaven declares, daughter, your faith has made you well. When He said my name, I felt the world stop. It wasn't just healing, it was belonging. And as His presence surrounded me, I knew that I would never walk in darkness again. The crowd began to breathe again, as if that holy moment had suspended time itself. But I was still inside His light, a light that didn't wound, a light that embraced, that restored, that aligned my very being. Every corner of my body responded to the presence of the Master, as if my cells were awakened from a long sleep. My back straightened on its own, my fingers stopped gripping fear, my feet found firmness where once there was only trembling. The air entering my lungs was different, pure, deeper, more alive. It was like breathing for the first time. He did not move with haste, His stillness alone held the universe in place. And I was only a woman kneeling, but before Him I felt eternal, breathing by His love, remembered by His compassion. The people watched, but for the first time in years I didn't care. I didn't need to hide my face, nor cover my shame, nor justify my steps. I was His daughter, and that was enough. I felt my story aligning, as if every broken fragment found its place in a greater design. I remembered my sleepless nights, my years of weakness, the doors that shut, the voices that called me unclean. But I also remembered my small spark of faith, the one that survived diagnosis, harsh glances, and the exhaustion of staying alive. And I knew that this spark, the tiny faith, had been seen by the Creator of heaven. It had been enough. He didn't see crowds, He saw the heart, mine. And there, under His gaze, something deeper than healing began to take form inside me. A calling, a truth, a mission being born between my ribs. Because when Jesus looks at you, He doesn't just restore you, He sends you. He gives you purpose, destiny, direction. His presence doesn't only clean the past, it inaugurates a new path that opens like a burning sunrise. Oh Jesus, Your presence carries the weight of glory. Your light lifts me, Your voice guides me, Your love wraps me like eternal wind. Heaven descended when You called me daughter, and now my soul runs to You without fear. Your steps mark the earth, Your hands open paths, Your gaze tears down every wall of pain. When Your presence falls, my spirit bows. When Your voice resounds, my story is written anew. When Your glory burns, my chest fills with indestructible strength. Jesus, Holy King, Son of the living God, my whole life responds to You like an echo that never ends. As He remained before me, I felt my spirit learning to hear frequencies it once ignored, the heartbeat of His compassion, the murmur of His mercy, the eternal whisper of His kingdom drawing near. It was as if I could feel that every second beside Him was an entire universe opening. There was no fear, no doubt, only a deep certainty that I was exactly where I was meant to be. And I understood that I had not only been healed, I had been chosen to be
It was identity tattooed on the soul. It was open doors. It was heaven breathing through my wounds. I knew that as I moved my feet, as I walked again, I did not walk alone. He went before me, he stayed with me. Even if the crowd surrounded him, even if the road continued on. Your presence, Jesus, is my new life. Your word supports my steps. Your glory illuminates my shadow. Your power awakens my destiny. When you say my name, chains fall like dust. When you extend your hand, the heavens sing. When you walk beside me, the whole world fills with purpose. Oh Messiah, my Master, your presence wrote my freedom. Your love marked my heart with eternity. And now I move forward, yes I move forward without fear, because you called me daughter, and that sound will live in me. Through the air, like gusts of wind passing from face to face. Did you see her? She's different. Isn't that the woman who Jesus healed her? Jesus touched her. Never did I imagine that my story, so broken, so painful, would one day be repeated as a song of hope among hundreds of lips. The crowd that once avoided me, that once feared coming near, that once denied me a place, now made room for me, as if I carried the fragrance of the miracle itself. The change inside me was so evident that even those who didn't know my name knew something supernatural had taken place. I no longer walked with weight, nor with shame, nor with the fear of being seen. I walked with light, and they perceived it. The eyes that once turned away from me now shone with new faith. There was holy fear, reverence, pure wonder before what Jesus had done. Some cried without knowing why, others lifted their hands to heaven, others simply followed his steps like children, trailing behind their father. The atmosphere had changed, the air itself carried the weight of glory, as if heaven had chosen to walk with us. I saw mothers embrace their children with renewed hope. I saw elderly people straighten their backs, as if the miracle given to me was a reminder to them that believing was still possible. I saw men and women touch their own hearts, as if taking a silent oath. If he did it for her, why couldn't he do it for me? My testimony, forged in tears for 12 years, had become a beacon that ignited other hearts. And I understood something deep, something my soul needed to know. Jesus didn't heal me only for me, Jesus healed me so that
see his power, so the rumor of his mercy could run like a river among the crowd, so that my story could awaken sleeping faith in many hearts. I was a newly lit torch, and his love was the wind that fueled my flame. The miracle spreads, announces itself, ignites. The crowd sings of what Jesus does. My healing becomes a living testimony. My story becomes a path for others. Oh, Jesus, mighty King, your glory pours out like fire upon the people. Your works awaken hope, your steps lift up the fallen. Your presence turns the impossible into truth. The crowd saw, the crowd believed, the crowd felt the tremble of your power. And now their voices unite like a single river crying out, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on us. My story was the beginning, but your name is the victory. As I walked behind him, I felt that my steps were no longer mine alone. They were the steps of all who had been touched by the faith that this miracle awakened. I heard a woman say, if he restored her, perhaps he can also heal my son. And I saw tears of hope fall on her face. A man murmured, if he heard her cry, he will not ignore mine. And I saw his hands open toward heaven. Every breath of the crowd carried a new meaning, as if Jesus had ignited a flame in every heart around him. And that flame did not fade, it only grew. I walked among them with a mixture of humility and reverence, because I knew that my story no longer belonged to me. It belonged to them, it belonged to heaven, it belonged to the kingdom advancing. My step became firmer, my gaze lifted higher, not out of pride, but because I knew that I was no longer marked by death, but by grace. The crowd watched Jesus with a spiritual hunger that could be felt in the air. Everyone sought to touch his robe, not to take from him, but because they had seen what a single touch had done in me. And I understood then that the miracle of one person can open the door for an entire multitude to believe. That was the purpose, that was the weight of his love. In the silence before dawn, when the earth still breathes in whispers and the sky guards secrets that man can barely comprehend, a faint vibration rises, a heartbeat announcing that something glorious is about to be revealed. The mountains seem to bow, the hills hold their breath, and even the stars, persistent in their last nocturnal shimmer, seem to pause their dance to witness the unfolding of your greatness. O eternal God, how vast is your dominion.
The wind carries ancient memories of your power, murmuring stories of the days when you lifted oceans with a gesture and carved paths of light across the firmament. And while every particle of the cosmos aligns in devotion, our souls tremble at the anticipation of your voice. Because when you speak, creation responds. When you look, the invisible becomes visible. When you advance, eternity awakens. Father, today we approach with reverence, carrying our hearts laid bare, longing for your glory to envelop and transform us. Let every breath proclaim, you are the beginning, you are the end, and nothing compares to the majesty of your being.
Begin turning golden as the sun. Obedient to your will, ascends to illuminate what you have formed. It is as if each ray were a silent hymn, an unquestionable declaration that light exists only because you sustain it. And as we see everything around us, the restless seas, the swaying forests, the resisting deserts, the birds that cross the skies, we understand that everything follows a single purpose: to reflect your glory. Oh God, the immensity of the universe is not enough to contain your name. The depth of time is not enough to measure your eternity. You are the God who walks without limit, the one who reigns without contest. You are the one who holds galaxies with the same care with which you hold a broken heart. Every detail in creation is a brushstroke of your divine creativity. Every sound, every shape, every movement, every heartbeat, all points to you. That is why today we lift our voices, not as a repeated act, but as an inevitable response to discovering who you are. And though our words are small, our spirit expands, longing to touch even the hem of your presence. When we lift our eyes toward you, the impossible fades. When we open our soul to your truth, fear dissolves when we speak your name. The heavens align and the earth surrenders to the radiance of your glory. Oh, great God, incomparable, infinite. Come, show us your power again. Let the heavens open. Let the atmosphere tremble. Let the shadows flee. Prepare us for what you are about to release. How great is his eternal name, who breaks ancient chains, who ignites light in the midst of chaos, who lifts the fallen, who restores the broken, who conquers darkness with just his gift. How great is God! The entire universe declares it. The mountains whisper it, the seas proclaim it, and our hearts shout it. He reigns, he lives, he is Lord over every being. And as creation bows before his authority, we lift our hands, surrendered, amazed, transformed by his glory. How great, how great is God.
immensity of time, where 1,000 years pass like a sigh, you remain, unchanging, firm, sovereign. No force compares to yours. No power can resist your command. You speak, and the heavens tremble. You order, and the earth takes shape.
Generations come and go, but you remain the same. Empires rise and fall, but your kingdom endures. The voices of men fade, but your word resounds eternally. And in that certainty we find rest, knowing that we are loved by a God who does not change, who does not fail, who does not retreat, who does not abandon us in the midst of storms. You are our refuge in the midst of anguish. You are our strength in the midst of doubts. You are unbreakable light. Oh God, how great you are, and how small every problem becomes when we contemplate the magnitude of your